I'm Melton, John Melton Brady, and I went to Catholic school. Jesus the Good Shepherd, Monroe, Louisiana. Saw Father Moore there every Friday morning, kindergarten through 8th grade. Last time I saw Father Moore was at the St. Frederick's 20-year reunion. He sat down next to me. We talked. Father Tim, I believe, is his replacement. I've never met him. But, yeah, asked Father Moore and all priests, all bishops, Bishop Friend for a long time there in Shreveport, I believe. Why can't we reach Melton? 424-229-4140. What do you know about that? When else will our phones not be allowed to work? Why are certain Catholics taking an active part in America's Hijacked Lifelines? And you try to call me Melton. That's my wheelchair. I'm in gold here now. Try to call me, get them on video. Living up to those vows or choosing the devil. Gold is my camera chair. Always knows how to get the best angle and shadows. www.saints-imagery.blogspot.com, where to find these 4x6 October saints. Got a saint that needs an image? Try calling me. 424-229-4140. Oh, I lost a paper clip. Go, be careful. And make that video, not 1 flight 93 check call, in over a decade of asking. Get that on video. Our hijacked lifelines. Post. Yeah, I'm not making any money. This is my AT&T graphic art livelihood. Get it on video. America's Hijacked Lifelines. Time, date, my number dial, post. Come tell me in person all about that saint that needs an image. John and Paul are good Catholics. They were altar boys, went to Catholic school, go to church on Sunday, and they are talking to their priest. And they ask about me, Melton, John Melton Brady, not 1 flight 93 check call, in over a decade of asking, 11 years. And just to make sure that priest is living up to his vows, they have the ever-present eyes and ears of technology on those phones of theirs, audio makers and or video makers, going. You can post anonymously if you don't want to be known. Whoever in that crowd had that audio maker going, perhaps. And yes, if they cop out and say, well, we're praying for those with hijacked lifelines, you just tell them that's not going to do that woman in a burning building much good, because your church actively is a part of America's Hijacked Lifelines. She's in there with her family, her kids. Leslie Cater has been going to the store with her maid. Got a big event coming up. And someone talks to them, has been waiting for them as they came out of the store, just like a dangerous Muslim from the apartment down below, laid in wait for me to threaten me. As part of Solari Enterprises, Muslim Iranians, yes, those in bed with Trump. And yes, they asked me, do you have ties to ISIS, the Taliban? Because we think you have ties to the Solari Enterprise folks threatening Melton this Sunday. When else will Lori's hatred from you be affecting our lifelines? And wherever Leslie Cater goes, they ask and they try to call me with her on speakerphone. Do that. Oh, Lori Ann Brady Bond has broken down by the side of the road. So has her gay husband, Samuel Lynn Bond, in Lake Charles, Louisiana. His gay brother is broken down as well. Cheryl Bond with the Department of Water and Power in charge of 1 in 30 Americans, not 1 in 30 Californians, 1 in 30 Americans water and electricity. And he's an active part in America's Hijack Lifeline. Look for the documentaries of countless folks involved in that with him. And yes, he's got that Iranian cow moo, and he's got strong connections to the dangerous Muslims of Solari Enterprises on site, threatening a man in a wheelchair, a Christian in a wheelchair. Ask him when else, how else are you praying to that 9/11 Muslim devil down below, Cheryl? I'm Milton. This is some tabletop imagery. It could be some chest imagery. And yes, you don't have to wear Milton's imagery. 30,000 plus graphic art photos on Daffodilia there. Follow the links on youtube.com/DNFD series. Oh, this is gold. Or youtube.com/Milton for imagery. And you'll find, oh, here he is again. 30,000 plus graphic art photos. Print them out, laminate. It will take out that photo curve of the paper. And yes, hand them to your friends. Have it on the table. Nice tabletop imagery. Spend time with his family, and they don't humor him as much as went on the military base, so he's doesn't do that often. But a man walks up and he commends him on a fine job, noble profession. Then that arrogant man has the audacity to question the general about why he can't reach Milton. 424-229-4140. For over a decade I've been asking for Flight 93 checks. I've yet to get one. The general gets angry as hell, yells and screams in that arrogant, childish fashion he lives his life as. And the guy says, "That's were you this uninformed and angry when we got attacked by those cowardly Husseins?" And from the inside, by placing a cowardly Hussein, this is the reason you should be removed from office, tried for treason, General. The helicopter, 9/11 Flight 93, checking posted 5. Make sure you get everyone from my Catholic school upbringing, just before my AT&Ting of my livelihood. Their AT&T, active part in your livelihood being hijacked as well. Get it on video, 424-229-4140, and find Greg Sambanera, wherever he is nowadays. John Blanchard, Jerry Wool, Karen Pullman, Kathy Morris. Look them up and find out why they are an active part in being treasonous, compromising our security as a nation, and even being treasonous to their own Catholic religion. Get it on video. You trying to call me, make videos of them as part of disinformation. Yes, even with impersonators on me. Get it on video, post. Some skyline imagery from Friday, I think. Yeah, Friday, because I wear the skyline and such when I might be going out or might be getting a package or something. Weekends I just kick back and show off those flower imagery. And yes, Gold, he's embarrassed by that, but I'm gonna, short wheelchair, handsome bald guy, I'm gonna get him a nice image as soon as I can find a good photo. Oh, here's his car, and yes, 8x10 Old English with gold in Old English, the font, as an 8x10 stolen twice. Once out of this apartment and once out of the photo order. I should be getting another one together and reordering. That's the devil's hatred telling me what everybody likes. Second in command for LAPD walks out. Michael Moore, chief, had planned a photo op, but they hear this slapping kind of sound coming from the back, and the second in command says, oh, that's Michael Moore being bitch slapped by the Iranian devils, the terrorists supported by, brought in here by the Mormon cult and Solari Enterprises. He's being bitch slapped by them, not doing his job protecting a Christian in a wheelchair. And they have countless documentaries of him being asked, why aren't you doing your job? When else will my phone not be allowed to work because of what you're doing? Why is your hatred for Christianity so much, Michael Moore? When can we get a real LAPD sheriff? Excuse me. Well, I'll get to that one too. Catholic doctor with lots of ties to the Mormon cult and Muslim cult. He looks out into that mostly empty waiting room, and he doesn't know when there are folks there who is, oh, that's an old one, we're videoing him. And yes, his receptionist asked about that video she saw on the internet, and he said, yeah, that was my son. Haven't been a good parent to him, and he made that video or audio of the good doctor there praying to the 9/11 Muslim devil down below. You should too. Try to call me in front of all Catholic doctors and ask them what their part is with Solari Enterprises, dangerous Muslim Iranian terrorists on American soil, active in America's hijacked lifeline. What's your part with that, doctors? He's just gotten fired from LADWP. Not because he wasn't doing a good job. It's that prima donna stuff that has Cheryl Bond working for the LA Department of Water and Power as part of 1 in 30 American electricity and water. And he's an arrogant asshole. Son of a bitch, excuse my language. Cheryl Bond, and Jake says, well, as long as I'm getting fired, he's going to take what he knows about Cheryl Bond's compromising of America's security elsewhere, and he's going to tell Stephen Wright the head off, and he's going to try to call me in front of him. He's going to ask, why are you praying to the 9/11 Muslim devil down below with Cheryl and his cow wife, Moo? When else will my phone, my child's life, will not be allowed to work? What's your part, David Wright? Budbro from Jesus the Good Shepherd days, and even St. Frederick's days. He, if I understand, his Facebook works as some kind of paramedic or something of that nature. And he also, decides who, when the no-win of Louisiana says, don't, hold back on this, don't go right now, whatever it is he does. And he does that. And also he gets a lot of folks wherever he goes, trying to call me in front of them, John Melton Brady, and ask him what his part is in that very treasonous hijacking America's lifelines for 11 years, and yes, being an active part with impersonators. What's your part, Doug? Aaliyah is sitting in her chair, head down on the desk. Tommy has been overworking her, and he walks into that office, tells her he's leaving early. You had to go to the Cat's Got Your Tongue wanting some more with his girlfriend / wife, Aria, and he says, I just sent a whole bunch of stuff. I need you to work overtime again. All those impersonators, Stone Cold Melton, biggest disinformation campaign ever, with the military, with LA City employees and the boss and state boss and Trump even. You gotta get the stats and sort them all out, get them numbered, and yeah, he forgot. He is never good with the computer. He posted them to YouTube. It was an annual event. The Caters, the Wolves, the Blanchards of Jesus the Good Shepherd would go on that annual ski trip. And they'd be taken out of class, and they'd, of course, come back with that, is it from the sun or the wind? Nice sunburn. Anyway, they're still doing that. And they look around and there's not many folks there at the, not Colorado, Utah, the ski lodge. And they ask me, they say, oh, one of their close friends there of the Mormon cult, we declared war on America, and you're dragged along for the ride, and your business and deep pockets even are gonna go south. These losers stealing time, megabytes. I went into the joined folder. Let me show you. And they literally switched it with, as I'm doing some videos of my youtube.com/DNFD series, they literally switched it with the daily unjoined, meaning it's not numbered like this. That's L.A.'s Lori, the devil from hell's hatred. And they don't like Karen Pullman, active in America's Hijack Lifelines, up top there. Kathy Morris as well, Catholic Governor Newsom, they're all Catholics. Active in treasonous devil, personal knife in the back, hatred. Make a video. Find Karen Pullman wherever she goes and ask her, why is my lifeline hijacked? Karen, Kathy, Greg Sambanero, John Blanchard, 1,000 more active in America's Hijack Lifelines. Get them on video, trying to call me, what their part is, document them with impersonators. Lee Hussein is getting drunk at a $1,000 a plate affair, and he's being belligerent and all that, and they're trying to whisk him away before everybody there gets it on video with their phones. And the general says to the colonel, yeah, they didn't have to pay the $1,000. They keep sending him phone videos of those he's in bed with, impersonating yours truly, being an active part in America's Hijack Lifelines, being asked about that as they try to call Melton in front of his close acquaintances and family. And just then the general gets a call. His relatives, not a call, an email to their phones showing lots of folks asking, why are you an active part in compromising America's security? When else will you be praying to that 9/11 Muslim devil down below? That siren. You asked Michael Moore and the top of the feds cops, the county's cops of California, LA County, and the state troopers, of course, the most egregious. You asked them why they are harassing a Christian in a wheelchair. When else your child's lifeline will be affected by their hatred? And you asked them why they have Iranian terrorists inside of, and once again, from a couple of nights ago, Devil Lori walking past outside, one of many committing fraud over the decades, saying, oh, if the harassment gets too much, you can come to our home. It's just like that, except with the cops. So you ask them, when else your child's, the corrupt, cowardly California cop that just went past, when else your child's lifeline won't be allowed to work? Post. We are on a tropical island Church in the distance. We're on the beach with a photo shoot. Yes, it's Lefty. Tommy, the no-arm Chinese fella, was told by his boss to stick that right arm in the wood chipper. He did that. Orientals have always been blindly obedient. Lefty, the left arm, wisely jumped off, leaving Tommy with no arms, but a promotion. Now, Lefty's doing real well. He's got that female photographer going, give me happy, give me angry, give me peace. But Tommy, yeah, he needs help putting on his loafers, and yes, he has to pick his nose with his toes. Make that video if you had that call to me right now. Come tell me you're Tommy.
See Melton and Gold. Ask us for some imagery. Sharp wheelchair. Handsome ball guy. And yes, you don't have to see us in person to find that imagery. Follow those links. Daffodillia.blogspot.com for one. YouTube.com/Melton for imagery for another. And find 30,000 plus graphic art photos. You have to print them out as those 4x6 photos. Print them out, you're going to find something you like or something you agree with in those 30,000 plus graphic art photos. And yes, got some Saints imagery in there too. Oh, excuse me, I'm a handsome bald guy. I have trouble doing two things at once. www.saints-imagery.blogspot.com. Check it out. You're going to find something you like there. And yes, put the Big Fives and other 93 check imagery on your desk. Have a drawer full. Not one polite 93 check call in over a decade of asking. Get it on video. Time on your phone. Number dialed. Your family's lifeline being hijacked. You make the video of someone else's phone being hijacked. They turn around and make the video with their phone, or your phone being hijacked. And you get that chant going. Impeach Trump because we can't reach Melton. Impeach Catholic Governor Newsom because we can't reach Melton. Recall Mayor Garcetti, Jewish Mayor Garcetti. Trump's a Presbyterian and active in America's hijacked lifelines, and that Christianity kind of hatred. Impeached because we can't reach Melton. Recall because we can't call him. Get the chant going at all of those photo ops.
A couple more October Saints. Yeah, I felt behind a little bit. A whole lot of hate from the Iranian Muslim Solari Enterprises and the apartment directly below me, and their active part in America's hijacked lifelines. Call them on that, 424-229-4140. They're making a whole lot of money being the devil to me, and it's easily documented. Time on your phone, my number dialed. Make that video if you're trying to call me to tell me all about that saint that needs an image. And Solari's dangerous Iranian Muslim terrorist. Stopping your call. Ask Trump why he's not doing his job. Same with Jewish Garcetti and Catholic Newsom. Why aren't you protecting a Christian in a wheelchair being harassed openly? Threatened to kill me today by dangerous Muslim terrorists. Oh, you don't see that in person? Here's something to see in person. 424-229-4140. Not one polite 93 check in over a decade of asking. Get that on video. Send that message to the dangerous types. Solari Enterprises is in bed with. Some October Saints. Nice cloud imagery, flower imagery. Find the links Excel on Soacam at live.com, SOACAM at live.com, the OneDrive from Microsoft. And you see a whole lot of documentaries. That's what I've been making with the tripod over there. YouTube.com/DNFTC because of the Harbinger cult on hand. Mormon cult. But they're dangerous Muslim brothers, Iranian Muslim brothers from overseas. On here, courtesy of them in Utah and Solari Enterprises. Actively harassing a Christian in a wheelchair. Past 2.5 years. Get them on video. And yes, post and repost my imagery. Print this imagery out for anyone who might enjoy the saints. I'm not making any money off my saints imagery or my other imagery. A couple paper clips, laminate, and you got some nice tabletop or chair top art. It's our AT&T livelihoods, yours and mine. Whatever boring thing you get when you try to call me for phone ringing, error message, busy signal, that is our AT&T livelihoods. AT&T bought Spectrum next door to harass a Christian in a wheelchair. Get it on video. All of 150 million subscribers to AT&T try to call me right now. Make a video of America's High-Tech Lifelines, all clergy. That's your clock, or whatever it is you might call them. It's them. Their lifelines being AT&T as well as their livelihoods. Get it on video. You got a saint that needs an image, make a video. If you hijack, call to me, come see me in person. Have wit, will travel. Show me the perfect place to build. Jesus' immaculate house. Those 1,000 points of light. Best people to start building with. Tell me all about that saint that needs an image in person. Oh, go, that's your arm. Spin around a little bit. There we go. Camera chair. Always knows just the right camera angle. some October Saints imagery. www.saints-imagery.blogspot.com. Follow the links, download, print out what you like for yourself and whoever might enjoy the Saints imagery. Make that video if you had that call to me to tell me about that saint needs an image, or just tell me what you believe. And get AT&T's, the generals, Trump's and Hussein's phone gate on video. You got the time, you got the date, you got my number dialed. You got phone gate. Never to post. Be the reporter. I'm Milton. There's Mother Teresa and another saint. You'll find them on www.saints-imagery.blogspot.com. You gotta size up the 8x10 yourself, but you can do it, or you can find someone else who can do it for you. This is my sugar check, so I'm going to get right to it if I can. Remember to make that video of our hijacked lifeline. Not 1.93 check call in 11 years of asking. No certified mail, no not certified mail, no medical research kind of calls, no medical research kind of mail. If you're going to send me something in the mail, get it on video first, and yes, those of you who know how, use those GPS things to find America's stolen mail warehouses. The losers from the last political election, you'll probably find the mail in there. 288. And yes, it takes 5 minutes. Make the video for whoever's in the room there with you right now. Their family's lifeline being hijacked as you try to call me. Not one Flight 93 check call in over a decade of asking. That's seriously a threat to our world, not just our country. Get it on video. And all Catholic priests in America, are they living up to their vows, or are they frauds? Make that video of your hijack call to me. Oh, same with all the other clergy, but in particular Catholics. Bigger, bluer circles grown in and through the bigger, browner circles. The outer ring of the brown circle is missing. Handsome, bald guy, son of a carpenter, married, doing a little genetic carpentry. And yes, medical research being passed by. So call up all those priests, Catholic doctors, anything that is influential. Who is influential? You try to call me in front of them, you get them weighing in on dangerous religious persecution in America. Are you a part of it as a priest? A nun? A Catholic doctor? Are you a part of that religious persecution, or are you part of changing it? Come see me in person, have Whitwell travel, show me the perfect place to build. Jesus is Immaculate House. Best people to start building with. You got to do that in person, yes, a whole lot of folks. And ask the Catholics about, everyone who went to school with me. Leslie Cater, John Blanchard, Greg Sampanero, Jay Walker, Jerry Wolf,
A whole lot of folks active in America's hijacked lifelines, some much more than just being part of the, oh, I don't know anything about that crowd. Some with disinformation, some with impersonators. You get that on video. Those cowards hiding within the Catholic Church. For the good of the world, you get them on video. Make them change. Make them weed out the devil within them.